Yo, what's up guys, it's MtgGalaxy here, bringing you a brand new video, and today we have some more Guilds of Ravnica spoilers. So, without wasting any time, let's just jump into this. Golgari Find Broker is 2 black and 2 green for an uncommon 3/4 elf shaman. When it enters the battlefield, return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Nice, it's kind of like a green-black Eternal Witness, kind of. I really like this card. Even though it can only find permanents, it still seems pretty good, especially 3/4 for 4. It'll be great in limited if you can get the mana efficiency to cast it. House Guildmage is 1 black and 1 blue for a 2/2 human wizard. You can pay 1 blue and a colorless and tap it for a target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. And you can tap 2 colorless and a black and tap it and surveil 2. So the Guildmages this set are going to be named after the what the house is, what the clans or guilds are named. So House Demir, Golgari Swarm, Selesnya Conclave, Boris Legion, and I forget what the Izzet one is. But speaking of that, we also have the Swarm Guildmage. 1 Golgari for a 2/2 elf shaman. You can tap 4 black and tap it, wow. Creatures you control gain +1/+0 and gain menace until end of turn. And you can tap 1 colorless and a green and tap it for you to gain 2 life. I really like both of these cards. I think the House Guildmage is a little bit more powerful, especially because the cheaper ability, not letting things untap, is insane, especially in limited. But the first ability of the Swarm Guildmage, giving your entire team menace, is actually insane, and that will win some games. Arclight Pheonix is 3 colorless and a red for a 3/2 Phoenix with flying and haste. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast 3 or more instants and or sorceries this turn, you may return Arclight Pheonix from your graveyard to the battlefield. I like this card. I mean, it seems like a very specialized Phoenix that'll pretty much only go in not even control decks, just like a fast mono red aggro stuff with lots and lots of spells. Midnight Reaper is 2 colorless and a black for a 3/2 zombie knight. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Midnight Reaper deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. This is really good. Card advantage, especially when all your stuff dies so you get compensated in a way, is very good. I really like this card. It's going to be an insane card in Commander, and it might even see some standard play, who knows. Molder Hulk is 7 colorless, wow, 1 black and 1 green for a 6/6 fungus zombie, wow, fungus zombie, with Undergrowth. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard. When it enters the battlefield, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I don't know how to feel about this card. The ideal casting cost for this would maybe be 6, so you'd have to have 3 cards in your graveyard. 3 creature cards, that's not that bad actually. Especially in a limited deck where you have a lot of filler creatures. If you want to have this in as one of your big bombs, which it definitely is by the way, you should definitely pack a lot of small creatures. Goblin Banneret is 1 colorless for a 1/1 Goblin Soldier with Mentor. You can also pay 1 colorless and a red for it to get +2/+0 until end of turn. Yes, this is what the cheap uncommon Mentor should have been, not that other one, the 2/2 for 4 they can pump for 4 mana. This is actually really good. It's a cheap effect to pump it, and it gives a +2 power. I don't care that it doesn't give any toughness. The purpose of this should be going in and buffing your other creatures. Inescapable Flame is 4 colorless and 2 red for an instant that cannot be countered. Inescapable Flame deals 6 damage to any target. I like this card. It's a solid limited removal spell. Maybe see standard play, probably won't, but it's really good and limited. Not much else to it. Vivid Revival is 4 colorless and a green for a sorcery. Return up to 3 target multicolor cards from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Vivid Revival. I like this card. Commander, it's going to see a ton of play, but I don't really know about standard. If some heavy multicolored decks, maybe. It might even see play in some BAMP versions of Modern, who knows. I like this card, and it's going to be good for a while. Guildmage's Forum is a land that taps for colorless. You can tap 1 and tap it to add 1 mana of any color. If that mana is spent on a multicolored creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. This is really cool. I like this for standard. It gives great mana fixing, and if it's a multicolored creature, it even comes in with a +1/+1 counter little buff. I like this card, and I think it's going to see some standard play, especially in 3-color decks. Invert is 1 hybrid Izzet mana for an instant. Switch the power and toughness of up to 2 target creatures. Invent is 4 colorless and 1 Izzet for an instant. Search your library for an instant card and or sorcery card, reveal it, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. Invent is going to be insane in Commander, especially in some spell-centric red-blue decks like Mizzix of the Ismagus, or I forget what, Mizzix deck, or Arjun decks. It is going to be insane to find any instant or sorcery you need, especially if that deck has white for Swords to Plowshares or anything like that. I don't really know how to feel about inverts. I mean, I like it, but I don't know if it's going to see that much play. Lava Coil is 1 colorless and a red for a sorcery. Lava Coil does 4 damage to target creature. If that creature would die this turn, exile it instead. This is a very, very solid removal spell, and I think it is, maybe besides Lightning Strike second hit players, one of the premier removal spells in the format. Especially with the dying exiling clause, this card is very likely going to see play, and it will definitely shake up the meta. Vraska Golgari Queen is 2 colorless and 1 Golgari, so 4 mana, for a 4 loyalty legendary planeswalker Vraska. +2, you may sacrifice another permanent. If you do, you gain 1 life and draw a card. -3, destroy target non-land permanent with CMC 3 or less. And -9, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Classic Vraska Ultimate. I really like her -3. That is an abrupt decay on a stick. That is going to be insane, especially if you can keep her alive for 3 turns. -3 +2, then -3 again. That is going to be really good. +2, sacking another permanent to gain a life and draw a card. Sure, sack a land for some card advantage. Seems pretty good. -9, you don't really judge planeswalkers on their ultimates, but this is obviously an insane ultimate for any aggressive deck. And it's going to be really good in Commander. I think they designed around this purposely, so it does she can ultimate with a doubling season, but I really like this card, and she's definitely going to see standard play. Well guys, that's it for this spoiler video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to smack a like on it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, this video is brought to you by you, the subscriber. Be sure to subscribe to the MtgGalaxy YouTube channel for all the latest Guilds of Ravnica spoilers, deck techs, and magic news. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.